Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So Glasses Malone is coming to the conclusion that he is being sued by OVO Docket. Who is that? That is a Twitter X page that has been the unofficial destination for all the legal documentation surrounding the UMG lawsuit, all on social media. So they put out all of this information dealing with Drake and the lawsuit, but more favorable to Drake, obviously being OVO in the name. We don't know if they have direct ties from Drake or not, but the amount of information and details they are able to obtain and post is mighty suspicious with the affiliation. Nevertheless, Glasses Malone is saying that they have sent him formal documentation about a lawsuit. Is this Drizzy? Because we know Glasses have been calling the boy out for a while with some very harsh criticism of the boy.
Justin, Screwface, and I have received lawsuit letters from the OVO Dockets team for slander against Drake. I thought that was really interesting. We discussed it. None of us talked about it publicly, but we discussed it amongst each other. So I'm gonna leak the paper from that they sent us, the emails that they sent all of us on the site so y'all can see it. But Crazy. You can listen to it tomorrow on the No Ceilings feed, anywhere you listen to podcasts, or you can go watch the video with all of us talking about the lawsuit. I know y'all like, what the fuck? I swear to God, it's
crazy.
It was like the funniest shit. I'm like, somebody didn't tell them I'm a Crip. Like, what? Why would they think this gonna work out for them? And none of us was gonna talk about it.
Crazy.
No, I don't think it's so funny, but it's funny that they thought that would work. Like, they was like, let us write this lawsuit. And they put a legal firm on there, and I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all know damn well this ain't finna work. Oh, y'all think I'm lying?
No. He's telling the truth. He's
Hold up,
definitely telling the truth.
This is all facts, y'all.
Hold up, I got you.
Crazy.
You can go through this phone.
He's definitely telling the truth. He sent that shit.
I sent it to Trap. Trap said, what the fuck?
Yeah, this shit crazy.
Let me find it. Yeah, Trap for sure is gonna throw a nigga under the bus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, they coming for you, huh, man? I see
they coming for you. It's crazy.
It's always just me.
It was a cease and desist. Look.
It's just me, huh?
But according to Glasses Malone, not only himself got documentation for it, Screwface John and Justin Hunt. That's quite a few notable pages that got mighty strong criticism of the boy. Now, academics in What's the Dirt is two OVO Aubrey angels that always side with the boy no matter what. They seem to have an issue with Glasses' criticism of the boy. They are saying Glasses is a failed artist, a failed rapper that of course has a lot to say about Drake because he was on Cash Money when Drake was on Cash Money, and he never got the love and awareness that Drake got as the newcomer. So he has a motive to hate on the boy and his success.
I do want to talk about Glasses Malone at some point today, chat, because I seen him went on a really impassionate speech about some shit, and I figured I'd give him a response.
Look, Glasses Malone is an ex-Cash Money dude who was trying for years and years and years to get his album out. Around the same time Drake came in, he was not like. I feel like Drake also represents a moment too, where there's a bit of a shift in what's going on, and like the stuff that Glasses was doing was definitely being phased out. So he's literally on record, bro, saying like, I'm trying to find a single, I'm trying to find a hit, and they told me they won't put my album out without the hit. And then you got Drake, same time, he's coming in, he's pumping out hits like crazy. You mean to tell me? And then he never gets to put his album out through Cash Money. So you mean to tell me they made this dude sit there for 3-4 years as a bitter hater ass rapper, and now and Drake is the golden boy, and now he's everywhere, and he's the dude to go to he's the features guy to everything guy, and he is the opposite of what Glasses is musically, and he's saying, how the fuck is this guy? How is this guy considered cool now? Like, well, what happened?
You know, like, the funny part.
You know what I mean?
I wish people like.
And so you can't look at what Glasses Malone. You can't look at his opinions of Drake without looking at the history of the fact that they were both signed under the same conglomerate, and that he's a failed rapper, and that Drake thrived the exact same time as his career tanked, and it didn't work out for him. West Coast, yeah, he's got at least one like really dope West Coast album. Like I'm not saying he's a good rapper actually, right? He's decent, but I think he looks at Drake with a level of animosity for a couple reasons. And you can't talk about his opinions about Drake without bringing that up. You just can't. You can't look past that.
So I'll sum up everything I think about him. I think he reminds me of Ebro. Like, I heard him go on this rant, and he was like, well, you know, how could we let Drake do this? And Drake fans should stop. And I'm kind of listening to him, and I'm like, if whatever, like, soapbox you're trying to stand on, whatever moral code you're trying to stand on, or you're trying to do this hip hop thing, is like, do you expect people to like completely just start riding for these type of things for you? It's like he thinks we're all a monolith, right? Not realizing that there's a bunch of people that like Drake, just like he might dislike Drake, or he might feel other way about whatever. And that's the problem I do believe with
Listen, man, he's on his 492nd podcast about Drake. He's gave the same. You could play any one of Glasses Malone's podcast episodes about Drake. You just need to listen to one of them. You don't need to listen to all 400 of them because they're all the fucking same.
Well, here's the thing, and I do believe, and that's why I said I wish I could talk to. You know, I wish he was in a space of not just complete biasness, and I think we're all biased to some extent. But like, these guys won't trade ideas. Like, for example, I would love to have a debate with, like, you know, like say TDE Punch, right? And the reason why is that it reminds me of the moment when I go to Kendrick's show, right? These are the guys who now complain that, yo, why did all this go too far, right? I go to his show, they come over with like 45 goons to try to confront me, right? They think this is beef, right? But they're the ones who later say, how is this going too far, right? Well, you guys have made this, like, you know, obviously not East Coast, West Coast, but you've made it where if I'm a bigger fan of Drake, it was almost like I'm not welcome to watch Kendrick's performance, right?
Now, we can't put it past Drizzy to sue influencers, YouTubers, media personalities based on what he put in the UMG lawsuit in itself, where he quoted all the streamers playing Not Like Us and having commentary about it. They just streamers. So is this the next step for Drizzy? Can we say for sure if he did this or was partnering with OVO Docket together in order to clear the way for Iceman? I don't know. You tell me. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus at Work Media, and I'm out this bitch.